Alright, it's Tuesday, time for the start of another week in the world of Destiny 2. We've got the finale of Guardian Games, Iron Banner has returned once again, and a brand new quest and community event has gone live over at Anna Bray on Mars. Ooh, I wonder what this one could be. What's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and indeed, today at Reset, a new quest went live over at Anna Bray called The Lie. Now, for those of you in the know, those of you who've been following data mines and leaks for the past couple of months, you know what this is. This is the quest to retrieve, spoiler alert, the legendary Felwinter's Lie. Yes, that's right, that shotgun sniper rifle from way back in year 1 of Destiny 1. When this was found in the database a couple of weeks ago, everybody was psyched about it. It's got shot package just like it and many other shotguns had back in year 1 of D1. So of course a lot of people were really excited about this bit of nostalgia coming our way. But now we've got the quest. And what is it you have to do? Well, let me tell you, this is less of a quest and more of a community event. The quest reads, Rasputin wants a closer look at how Guardians work. Help him by setting up a network of defenses. Complete public events as a community on 3 destinations, EDZ, Moon, and Io. Then of course you have this quick clip right here showing the EDZ, the Moon, the Io with a percentage gauge. Now this is actually a bit of a misnomer. It doesn't want you to do public events. So if you've been doing public events, stop. That's not how you get this done. You need to do Seraph Tower events. Full completions, by the way. And we as a community need to do that for all 3 of the Seraph Tower planets, EDZ, the Moon, and Io. Now you might be saying, okay, well I guess that's simple enough. Those Seraph Tower events can kind of suck when you don't have a lot of people there, but we can get that done as a community. How many are they asking us to do? Well, my wayward guardian, you are expected to do 3 million completions per planet. That's right, for a total of 9 million successful Seraph Tower event runs. 3 million for the EDZ, 3 million on the Moon, and 3 million on Io. That's the community challenge here. And if that seems like a little much, well, it kind of is, at least in my opinion. Seraph Tower events aren't the most friendly sort of public event to get done right now, especially since Bungie made them more difficult by changing them when all 3 of the bunkers went live a little while back. But right now, completion of 3 million of these Seraph Tower public events on each of those 3 destinations is how we're going to complete this quest. We don't know if there's an additional step after this or what. But it looks like we're certainly going to have a lot of work on our hands for the foreseeable future. Now, thankfully, this does track completions per Guardian. So if you have, say, a full 9 people in an instance and all 9 of them participate in that Seraph Tower public event and everybody completes it, that doesn't count as 1 completion towards the 3 million for whatever planet that's on. It counts as 9. So this event hopefully won't take too long to complete before players will be able to get their hands on the Felwinter's Lie. But guys, I gotta be perfectly honest with you. This, at least from my perspective, definitely ain't it. I'm already not that big a fan of the Seraph Tower public events. I think they're a neat enough activity, but with the changes that were made when all 3 of those bunkers went live, making these events more difficult to get done when it was already kind of hard to get them done because of matchmaking, never having enough players available to actually protect and charge the towers, not having enough people with, the right mods on so you can kill the champion enemies at the end of it. Seraph Towers were already a very frustrating event, and I rarely saw them get completed with any sort of regular success. It was only when I happened to luck into an instance that had a full 9 people in it running that I ever saw these getting completed more than once in a row. So when you make a community challenge like this where the matchmaking is already awful and most people are just going to be running into groups of 1 or 2 who have no hope of completing this event as it is, getting 9 million of these things done across 3 different planets is not my idea of a fun time. I spent a little bit of time trying to put in some wins. I figured I'll do 5. I'll do 5 wins, 5 activations, and that'll be a good contribution towards this event. I didn't make it through 2. I barely got 2 successful public tower events And the other 3 that I played were just, you know, it was me and one other person trying to get the entire event done. And I just wasn't going to bang my head against the wall anymore with that. It wasn't fun. It doesn't feel worthwhile. This is certainly nowhere near as good as the previous community event that just required us to go to Mars and play Escalation Protocol. I had a lot more fun with that than I did running Seraph Towers, and I'm not looking forward to jumping back into it. And to be perfectly honest, I'm probably not going to jump back into it. This has been kind of an overarching problem with the current season of The Worthy. The PvE offerings haven't really been up to par, and it's certainly something we've talked about quite a bit here on the channel, so I'm not going to rehash that. But I want to say that this community event, I think, is kind of emblematic of the issues going on with this current season. You've got this activity here, the Seraph Tower public events, which are already a slog to go through. Like I said, worse than when they initially dropped because of the additional enemies and having to manage multiple towers at the same time. That change went live with the 3rd Seraph bunker. You know, it feels impossible to get a full fire team in unless you're already in a 6-stack. It's one of those times where I wish Bungie would expand the fire team to 9 so that if you actually do have a group of friends that you play with, you could go into one of these public zones with a full 9 people so you can actually run this event. So if you're not in that sort of situation with a full fire team, you're likely just trying to randomly match other people, and you're going to have an awful time doing that. Like I said, rarely do I get more than 3 people running this event at any given time. And for the difficulty that's applied to the Seraph Tower public event, the reward is absolutely not worth the effort. The small amount of war mine bits you get for completion, plus, you know, the 1 or 2 bits of legendary armor really aren't worth players' time when it comes to completing this. And even though we've got Felwinter's Lie tied to this community event, I don't think that's going to be enough to convince a lot of people to jump on this community grind and get it done as quickly as we have the other ones. Make no mistake, I think this community event's going to get done. It's probably going to take a week, maybe a little bit longer, who knows, maybe a little bit less. Maybe I'm completely off the mark here and there's plenty of people out there who love running Seraph Towers. If that's you, sound off in the comment section below. Be sure to leave some tips for other people who are trying to randomly match into this to get it done. But for me, this ain't it. I'm not going to sit here and bang my head against the wall with these Seraph Tower events just to get this community event done so I can get a shotgun. There's other things for me to play right now, and this is nowhere near good enough to entice me to jump back onto Destiny 2 and complete more Seraph Tower events and farm this stuff out like I would usually do with other events in this game. I'll probably log on maybe once every other day, do 1 or 2 towers, and well, maybe I'll do that, and then we'll see if we can get this done within the next week or so. But as it is right now, the Lie Quest and community event doesn't really feel worth players' time. That is, unless the lie itself referenced in this event is the number of towers that need to be completed. If that's the joke Bungie's making here, and like it really only needed to be 10 completions, 100%. I'm down with that. But 9 million? 9 million? That might be a little bit much for my taste. But anyways, that's it for this one, Guardians. I just wanted to let you guys know that this public event, this community event, is live right now. And if you want to contribute to the effort, if you love Seraph Towers, you should head to Anna, pick up this event, and go get it started. Hopefully we can have this done sometime soon so we can all get our hands on that fantastic remnant of Destiny 1 Year 1. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. Be sure to let me know how you feel about the Lie community event down in the comment section below. Can't wait to read that. But alright, I'm out for now. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, I'm the Black Link. Guardians, stay frosty. And good luck with your Seraph Tower run.